Well, January certainly started off with a bang. Weather-wise, we were tracking so many headlines here at the Weather Network. We're going to talk about what's left in January, but first, meteorologist Rachel Modestino. As a meteorologist, what's sticking out for you most across Canada?
Well, it has to be this BC snow that we just experienced, over 20 centimeters across the lower mainland. That is something super unusual for an El Nino year. And also the back-to-back winter storms that made its way across Ontario, Quebec, and Atlantic Canada. And don't rule out the lake effect.
Yeah.
That absolutely postponed the Buffalo Bills game, and all the fans in the stadium shoveling out the snow. That was quite memorable.
Yeah, travel along Highway 411, treacherous, the 401, really all of those routes that could get lake effect snow, they got it as we started off the month of January. So Rachel, what is left to go in January? You know, the polar vortex, also a massive headline, temperatures dipping into the -50s. We're going to see that relax, but could that really cold air come back?
It does look like that really cold air comes back, but not in the same place. We saw that centered over in the prairies. It looks like we're shifting more towards the east as we head into February.
Okay, so the headline for February for Eastern Canada, would you say cold, classic Canadian winter?
Yeah, it's definitely that winter that we all remember all too well across Ontario, Quebec, Atlantic Canada. We're expecting February ends winter with a bang.
Okay, so could that help the snow drought that we're seeing across regions like Toronto and Ottawa?
It definitely can. Not only it will set up an active storm track across these regions, but it'll also bring opportunities for cold weather. So we'll get the snow and hopefully we'll keep the snow.
Okay, so those shovels that maybe you haven't used too much around the Golden Horseshoe, keep them on standby. Now, we are in an El Nino pattern, so as we look at that jet stream sort of relaxing, going into the latter half of January now, big temperature changes across the west.
We are going to expect to see that January thaw that we know all too well. It's very common for Canadians. It starts in the west and makes its way all the way across Canada, but it definitely holds on in the west. We're going to be seeing more mild air pushing through and active weather with rainfall maybe creeping up and up into the Alpines.
All right, that was just a quick little sneak peek of what we're going to expect across the second half of January and into February. Keep connected with us here at the Weather Network.